Beekeeping is one of those things where on the surface it looks like the ideal thing to do. You get to keep bees, help nature, help pollinate fruit and vegetables. You get rewarded some delicious honey from all of your labors. What could be better? How could beekeeping ever suck? Well, it does at times, and it can a lot of times for a lot of people. What's up, David Burns here. I want to talk to you about when beekeeping sucks. A lot of people have trouble keeping their colonies alive. We have a lot of challenges today like mites and small hive beetle, pests and diseases, are taking its toll, especially with new beekeepers who aren't savvy or experienced enough to really know how to combat things, to evaluate things, make changes so their colony remains healthy. And so it can be really frustrating to get into beekeeping with all these grandiose ideas about how much money you're going to make and how much honey you're going to have, and just this whole new lifestyle that you're going to appreciate so much, only to find out it can be pretty darn stressful and it can be pretty frustrating. And sometimes you just end the day, sit down and go, I inspected my colony, I don't see a queen, I don't see eggs, I don't see any honey on board, I think I have laying workers, beekeeping sucks. If you've never experienced that moment, you just should go knock on wood and go to Vegas and play, lottery or something, because you are one lucky person if that's never happened to you. If you're really a solid beekeeper that's done this for a while, you've experienced some very frustrating moments and some losses. Come on, it's just going to happen. It's just going to happen. Now, beekeeping can suck if you go into it with the idea that you're never going to have an issue and you're never going to have a problem. Even as a master beekeeper, I've had my share of frustrations, of disappointment, and I've lost a lot of money keeping bees. So it's not always the money-making plan that you think. You think you're going to make thousands of pounds of honey and sell honey everywhere and make all this money, and the bees are just going to keep pumping this honey out and you're just going to be the richest person in the world. Or you think bees are just going to keep multiplying. You're going to make nooks, you're going to make packages, you're going to make queens. It's going to be wonderful. And then all at once it's not, and it feels like beekeeping sucks. Well, let me encourage you to realize that this is the same for anything else, really. When you start something, it takes a lot of time to learn the art, to learn the skill, to learn the sport, to learn the activity. If you want to learn to be a Michelin chef, you're going to have to learn how to cook. You're going to really have to learn how to make food stand out and pop and taste good. And that takes a lot of years of failure and frustration, getting knocked down and getting yourself back up again. Beekeeping is like that. Hey, go into beekeeping knowing that I'm going to have some losses. There's going to be some frustrating moments. I'm going to pick myself up though. I'm not going to give up. Maybe some of you have watched this video and you're not a beekeeper anymore because you had so many losses and failures that you've decided it's you, that you're killing bees and they hate you. That's not the case at all. Bees are hard to keep alive nowadays. There's a lot of obstacles and challenges facing the honeybee today, but look, they really need us, okay? You don't suck at beekeeping. It sucks sometimes when our bees take a loss and we lose colonies and we can't make things happen the way we want. All right, I get that. But hey, let's have the chin up a little bit. Let's have chin up. This is the time where some of you are getting ready to go into winter. Some of you are going to lose all your colonies in the winter. You are. I hate to be the one to bear bad news. Going to happen. Some of you are going to lose half of your colonies. If you have 2 colonies, you're going to come out of winter maybe with 1. Some of you have 4 colonies. You're going to come out of winter with 4 colonies, and you won't know what you did. Right. You'll be, oh my gosh, everybody's losing hives. All mine made it. But the second year, after making splits and catching swarms, you have 10 colonies, and since it was so good last year, you're just expecting it to be perfect this year, and you go into winter with 10 colonies, and you come out of winter with 2 colonies. And you're like, whoa, what happened? What's going on? Winter was bad. I don't know. Winter can be the same. It can be worse. The winter losses is a coin toss. You do everything you can, it still can happen. And you just feel like, gosh, what happened? Some viruses. It could be nosema, it could be anything that you just weren't prepared for. But I'm here to encourage you to be prepared to know that it's not the end of the world if you lose a colony, if you lose half or all of your colony. It's the end of those bees, but it's not the end of you being a beekeeper. Suck it up and let's get out there, Buttercup, next year, and let's start in spring. Let's try it again. Let's read through our notes and figure out what may have gone wrong or what we could do differently. And maybe it wasn't us. Maybe it was just some bad, pests and diseases took their tolls or something. But let's just suck it up, get back out there next spring and hit it again, because your second year, you've gained a lot of knowledge from your first year, even first year mistakes. You already have some drawn comb that, unless it's seriously diseased, you can use that again. And that's going to give your bees a head start. So keep all these things in mind as you're going into winter and getting ready for next spring. Hey, I hope this has been encouraging for you. Please subscribe, give me a thumbs up. Let me know you enjoy my beekeeping videos, because I really enjoy making these for you. So stay tuned for some cool upcoming stuff. I'm working on live streaming here on YouTube, so you'll be able to ask me questions and we'll be able to communicate more and helping you become a better beekeeper. So give me a thumbs up, subscribe. I'm still climbing toward 100,000. I'm not giving up on that dream. The only people that can help me accomplish that are the ones I'm looking at right now. All you got to do is hit subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything. It helps me tremendously. And when you give me a thumbs up, YouTube falls in love with me. So give me a thumbs up and subscribe. I'll see you next time.